Hey guys, just wanted to drop some knowledge on y'all. A new friend of the podcast, Dewan O'Neill, has dropped his first novelization, Dear Dominic, a roadmap to his son, on Amazon. Grab your copy today.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you are listening to a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, Rebellious D and Trav. How you fellas doing today?
What's good, baby?
What's up, brother?
Man.
What's
Good today.
With the Michael?
What's up, brother?
Hey, brother.
Hey, like your boy Ice Cube said, today was a good day. Now, I know when we had Rachel Glass up here, we were talking about like Kyle A. Bear. We were talking about Kyle A. Bear, right? And we were talking about when you think about Kyle A. Bear, who do you think of, like, the characters that he's voiced? And we all said who we thought of. Now, I had a conversation with Griff, and I asked Griff, because this is a question that D has asked me. When you think of Michael, like, what villain do you think that Michael is? And, Griff thought really hard about this, and he was just like, honestly, I can't think of one. And I was just like, he said if he could compare Michael to a villain, it would be Jigsaw. That's who he would compare Michael to.
I actually compare this guy to Tetsuo from Akira. Because he went crazy. I mean, we were in school with this guy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The way that it's talked about, he reminds me of Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. I just imagine him sitting there watching everybody on his monitor.
All you can see is the trench coat.
He's just like, he's petting his cat, and he's like, it's all coming to plan. Doctor Claw.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be Dio, just because how Dio was on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
We know how Dio was on JoJo.
No, but I mean, like, that's literally like how Michael was.
Exactly what my sentence right there, D. Boring.
I just don't understand why y'all.
But it's not boring, Trav.
Bro, you could have done D.
Yes. Why don't you take it there? Let's get out of this Dio talk and let's go ahead and do the next.
What are we doing today?
Yeah. So today we have a very talented voice actress that, I was happy that when I slid in her DMs,
Johnny Tsunami,
she was filled with joy and glee about wanting to come up here and let us interview her. And that's Miss Daisy Guevara.
Daisy G.
Daisy G.
What you did there.
Like I said, very talented, very fun, very happy. Like, I've seen her stuff on social media land, and she's somebody that has a very amazing smile. So let's go ahead and give her a call. But before we do that, here's a word from our sponsors.
That's right. We want to thank Golden Ink Tattoo for always sponsoring the podcast. You can find them at 3109 Airline Boulevard in Portsmouth, Virginia. You can give them a call at 757-465-1010 and book an appointment with Denise, Kitty, Jay, or their brand new tattoo artist, Kane, spelled like Kanye. Also, mentioning up Leveling Up Banks will get you a 10% discount off your tattoo. So make sure you mention up Leveling Up Banks to get 10% off your tattoo. Well, I was about to say, sugar or Splenda in your tea or coffee?
Sugar, dude.
Sugar.
I go
sugar.
I'm like Luke Cage. I don't add sugar.
I can't do the black coffee.
What's wrong with the black coffee?
The black coffee it's too strong for your boy.
Hey, well, that's how Luke Cage likes it, though.
I can't handle it. Hey, well, that's Luke. This is Trav. And I need some Splenda.
Right. Hey.
And joining us on today's episode is the talented Mrs. Daisy Guevara. How are you doing today, Daisy?
I'm good. Hi everyone.
Hey, I love it. She's happy. Thank you for joining us on a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Like I always say, I slide in the DMs, and like Trav says, it's like sliding down the hill. You slide in, sometimes you stop.
But on the skis?
On the ski? See, Trav, when you slide in the DMs, you're on the skis. I'm on the snowboard like my boy Johnny Tsunami.
Lord. Go big or go home.
Okay, this guy.
Yeah, I'm taking it there, man. So
I bet you is.
See, I'm just telling you, man, it's so good hearing your voice again, man. It's just like, I'm glad that we brought you back to life, bro. I'm glad.
Why?
Especially the way that he was just telling people straight up, man, that, hey, D dead.
Yeah, you was dead.
He had no remorse in his voice.
Hey, Trav, I appreciate you telling me that.
I know. I was
Kinda
like,
guy.
my God, man, I have some sympathy for my man.
I want sympathy for him too.
Okay.
I don't know. If you want to be the number one hero, act like it.
Exactly, Endeavor. Chill out, Endeavor.
Look, man, hey, just relax, man.
Hey, I think y'all and Dave's about to have a smile off.
Hey,
we did have a smile off, right?
Hey, so look, right. I told Daisy, because it's like, y'all know, for everybody that's watching on YouTube, if you're listening to this right now, and I always do the slideshow for our YouTube videos, and like I was looking through her photos, and I was just like, man, she has a really amazing smile. And look, she's doing it right now. But if you're listening, you have to watch this on YouTube so that way that you can see it.
If you're listening, just know Daisy got a great smile.
We're about to have but Trav, since you want to say a smile off, like how does a smile off go? Is it like a dance?
It's like a bass battle.
So you just
you just
keep on smiling, and like I guess for the judge could be the Joker from Batman animated series because he had a big smile.
Yeah, he does.
Well, I didn't mean who had the best smile. I just meant who's gonna smile the most.
We'll
the ghost
see.
With the most?
She's been smiling a lot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and.
Are you a giggler?
I am a giggler.
Yeah.
The giggler.
The giggler.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I like
the
that.
Giggler.
Base.
So yeah, so Daisy, thank you again for joining us up here. Something that we always do with our guests is everybody who reads comic books or manga, they love origin stories. So who is Daisy Guevara? What is your origin story? Tell us, are you a hero or are you a villain? Let us know.
Oh, damn. Went right for it.
I know.
Yeah, the juggler.
I am a hero born in the Chelsea neighborhood of New York City. Born and raised.
Shout out to Chelsea.
Nobody ever says that. Like, hey, I'm from Chelsea. Whoop whoop. Nobody ever says that. No,
and we ain't talk about the soccer team.
No. But Chelsea's like downtown, just before 34th Street. So it's kind of like it's a nice neighborhood.
Hey, that don't mean
Would you say bougie?
Nothing to us from Virginia. We don't know what that means.
Yeah, but at least in New York, you got a bunch of buildings and whatnot. Like here, it's like it's just country. It's a bunch of trees.
I went to Medellin High School.
I love that.
In Ocean View.
You should come down here sometime.
Well, the oceanfront's like that, where it's like numbered.
Oceanfront.
Right.
Oceanfront, Ocean View, downtown North.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the streets. Ocean View is like it too.
The
streets is real. Real out here.
Out here in Chelsea.
Out here in Chelsea, dog. Come see your boy.
It's like when I hear Chelsea, I think of Neo Yokio.
Oh,
what were they called?
Hey, you know what I think?
I've never seen that.
Oh,
hey,
man,
you ain't missing nothing.
Just watch Pink Christmas.
Exactly.
Just watch Pink
Christmas. If you're gonna watch, I mean, I don't know, because even with Pink Christmas, the way it ended is just like that's it.
Very abrupt.
That song is a slapper.
Yeah. Thank you, Trav. That's exactly what I was going for.
You know what I think of when I hear Chelsea? I just think of white chicks. I just think of, I think like you're out walking your dog, Terry Crews
making your way
up
downtown,
in the convertible, singing a little jam.
Oh, it's not like that, but we do have nice buildings over here.
Hey, heard that. Did the birds sing?
Gotta love a good building.
He said, "Do the
we
birds
have seagulls
sing?"
over here for some reason.
Do you have?
There's water.
Virginia knows about them seagulls.
Is it a flock of seagulls?
It's usually like a good flock of them. Usually,
did you know you could use seagulls to guide yourself to water? Y'all know that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
That's where they're headed.
Yeah. Yep.
That makes sense.
What was the song by Flock of Seagulls?
Yeah, that's why I said a flock of seagulls. I was talking about the song.
It isn't and I ran, is it? Was that you could?
Yeah, that was the song. And
he had the I ran, right? Yep.
I ran.
I don't know the name of it.
Away.
That's a sick song, dude. So simple.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I got it on my gym playlist.
Oh, Travis,
guys, chill.
Wait,
It's like She's sitting here trying to tell her origin story.
That's
and
right.
he done snowballed.
Well, Trav's getting ready for his power line.
That's right.
You hear him over here saying, "Let that man say."
Don't bring
bro.
up them bad memories of me missing my opportunity.
Oh, no.
It'll come back, bro.
Before you joined up here, when we were in the lobby, we was talking about that. It's like Trav, Jason Marsden.
my
It's
shot.
like, Trav, you gotta redeem yourself. It's gonna be like Tosh.0. We're gonna bring you back. We're gonna bring Jason Marsden back if we can get him, and you gonna sing with him.
Got to. If we get him, dude, you gotta take the shot like
so
you scared.
cool.
It would be.
It would be. But yeah, Daisy, continue your story.
Chelsea, yes. I grew up in theater ever since I was like 7 years old. And I stumbled onto voice acting in college. I've always wanted to be a voice actor ever since I was a kid. And one of my classmates at that time became a casting director, and she reached out to me and wanted me to audition for an anime. Nice. And I booked it. And that was like my first audition into voice acting. And it's kind of slowly snowballed ever since. So.
Hey, she said the word, y'all. She said snowball, and we didn't even have to tell her to say it.
Yeah.
So, Crab, what did she win?
Do I win anything?
A lifelong membership to the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Hey,
man, I was gonna give her a flock of seagulls on vinyl.
Hey, easy now.
Wow.
Right.
Hey, that's a lot of money, man. I don't think the patrons are covering us with that, man.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, I got the ear. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I'll take
it.
Is.
Okay. Trav the sword collector. He's back.
No, I love that. Your friend, she reached out to you. What anime was it that you had auditioned for?
Yeah. So how that started was, so in college, I wanted to start looking for voiceover classes, and I found out that Bang Zoom Entertainment was coming into New York to do a workshop for voice acting, and mostly for like animation and ADR. So that's when I met Brittany Lotta and Matt Shipman, who are casting director / engineer for Coach of Sound, and who work with Funimation now on certain anime titles. And so we departed, and I went to do my own thing with theater. She reached out to me and she was like, "What are you doing nowadays?" And I'm like, "I'm in theater." She was like, "Are you still interested in voice acting?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "You want to audition for this anime called Ladies versus Butlers?" And I said, "Sure." Title. I know.
I'm going to ask you a question after you finish. I'm going to ask you a question.
But yeah. And so she reached out to me and I auditioned for it and I booked it. And that was like my first supporting role.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, Ladies versus Butlers. Is this the anime where like there's this video or GIF that circles the web where there's this butler giving a German suplex to a deer? Is that anime?
I don't know. I have to see the meme.
Yeah, that sounds wild.
Yeah, it's like
it's
like
sounds amazing.
It's like it's a video where it's just like it's a deer and a butler fighting each other, and then the butler he flies behind the deer and gives him a German suplex. So yeah, I mean it's funny. It's very funny.
The pictures I'm seeing, the GIFs that I'm seeing though, this anime looked fire. Like I didn't think it was gonna be like this fighting anime with swords and stuff. Yeah, this could be the anime though, bro. I don't know, man. It looks wild.
I mean, it's a butler.
It's a butler.
It's a butler.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, Jeffrey Butler on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He won't play him. I can see him being in this anime. He's who inspired this anime. Just to let you know.
I just saw the GIF of it. It's not the same anime though.
What is that one, Trav?
I don't know. It's not the same though. I could just tell from the animation and the characters that
it's not the same thing.
Sounds pretty funny. Whatever.
But
it does sound pretty funny.
No, it's literally what he sounds. He turns the deer around and he suplexes the damn deer.
Like why? Like, do you think that the deer was walking in front of his car and he's like, "I'm tired of this." He hit the Samuel L. Jackson.
Tired of this.
I'm tired of these mofo snakes on this mofo plane.
Oh,
and then, hey, real talk, that was a good movie, man. I don't care what anybody says.
The anime is called Nichochi, and the dude was the principal.
Oh, he wasn't a
Oh, it was a principal.
It was a principal versus deer.
I like
I
if
know
you
on the
YouTube that.
YouTube later.
Yeah, just YouTube. Yeah, principal versus deer. This is what comes up.
This is
Hey,
amazing.
Death Battle.
Anime.
Yeah. Death Battle, make it now. Like, give all the stats on the deer, give all the stats on the principal, and let them have their rematch. But yeah, Daisy, like, I think it's cool that, you know, you grew up wanting to be a voice actor and get into it and whatnot. Like, what were some cartoons or anime that you watched growing up that inspired you to want to become a voice actress?
Oh man, we were so lucky when growing up. We had Sailor
Yes, we were.
We had Dragon Ball, we had Inuyasha, we had Pokemon, we had Yu-Gi-Oh! All of those inspired me and just influenced my life so freaking much.
Yeah.
If there ever was a day when I get to voice like in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon episode or in a series or in a season, I will bawl because it affected my life so much, and it wanted me to become a voice actor, like Veronica Taylor, who plays like Ash Ketchum.
Yeah.
What a queen. And I look up to her so much. And she affected me, and I wanted to become a voice actor through her acting. And I hope that like in the future, I'd be able to do the same in like these kids shows. I think that'd be so cool.
You are, like, for real. Like, honestly, it's like you just don't know, you know, who's watching the show and listening to your voice. And it's just like, I want to be just like her. She inspired me to want to be a voice actor. I mean, it's the same thing for me, like with wrestling. Like, The Rock, he was my favorite wrestler growing up, and I was just like, man, I want to be a wrestler, and I want to be just like The Rock. But then it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, I don't want to be like The Rock. I want to be like myself, so that way I can inspire somebody. So, you know, you just spoke it into existence, and it is going to happen. You just never know. Like 20 years from now, you're going to be at a con, and you're going to be sitting next to a voice actress, and she's going to be like, yeah, I saw your commercial with the sugar candy girls, and
the sugar candy girls,
and it inspired me to want to be a voice actress, and bam, there you go, man.
I'm not gonna let you disrespect the sugar friends like that, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna call them the sugar candy girls, man.
Hey, they're not the sugar friends, they're
my sugar friends. Exactly.
but that's awesome. You know, like when you say you grew up watching this stuff, and it's like, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, now I want to take it back to when you were a kid. Sailor Moon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Like when you were playing, like, do you have any siblings?
I'm only child.
Okay. So you're friends. So were you in the park, you know, doing Kamehamehas, Gallic guns, doing the Sailor Moon transformations and all that good stuff?
Yeah. We'd often, like in elementary school, we'd often like imitate the characters' voices, like in Pokemon, for example. Like I would always, for some reason, we would always do like Jesse and James and like,
of course,
and not only like anime, but also like cartoons. So like Powerpuff Girls, it would be like a group of girls. We'd be the Powerpuff Girls, and then the group of boys would be like the Rowdy Rough
Boys.
Hey, hopefully it's not those CW Powerpuff Girls, though.
Oh Lord,
Cartoon Network Powerpuff Girls.
Did you hear about the leak or something? That there was like some kind of live action. I haven't read it, so
they released the script, but I still think it's false because it's
I don't think that's real.
There's no way that was.
It got copyrighted though on Twitter, so.
So it probably was. Well, I just know it's like growing up. You know, it's funny because, you know, being a boy, you know, when you were a kid,
being a boy,
you weren't supposed to watch stuff like Sailor Moon or the Powerpuff Girls, you know, because that stuff was for girls.
Who said that?
Well, Travis.
Nobody ever told me that.
Yeah, what is
no.
We weren't allowed to watch Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah,
nobody
ever watched everything that came on.
We weren't. If you were a boy, it's just like, bro, I mean, you know how I was growing up being a nerd, man. It's just like, if you watch anime, it's just like, you watch anime, like, that's
they group all that stuff. I don't get it, thanks. I'm not.
No, but I mean, that's just how I was. But like growing up, I love Sailor Moon. Like I used to do the transformations, like all that stuff, man. Same thing with Powerpuff Girls. And it makes me mad because I grew up watching this, and now we're getting a live action show, and it's just like nobody asked for this live action show, and
it's kind of weird actually, but
it is weird. It's like
kinda-
seeing the
Well,
pictures.
wait till you read the script.
I wonder if it's gonna
I'm
come off like a
scared.
Power Rangers or a Beetleborgs kind of situation. That's all I can think
they're
about.
adults,
Well,
man.
Well, yeah, they're adults.
I get it, but I'm saying,
And they're dealing with like past traumas or whatever.
Yes.
But
oh Lord,
it was so bad that they scrapped it and they're refilming the whole pilot. So they spent money to do the pilot. Said this is so bad, we're willing to spend more money to
This is
redo
fun.
the pilot. Dude,
this is fun.
I'm saying when
because-
you read the script that was released, there's just no way that's a real.
I want to ask y'all, what villains do you think you're gonna get on that show?
Well, they already said Mojo Jojo's gonna be
Mojo Jojo.
and we
How
got
are
to
they
get
gonna
together.
do that?
Because it's a
Him.
JoJo reference.
Him. There it
Him.
is.
Yeah.
Him, okay.
I want to
can't
see
think of
Fuzzy
anything
Lumpkins. The
Let's
gang.
get, oh my God, yes.
I want to see the Gangrene Gang.
The gangrene.
Damn, Jesus, this is about to be bad.
I'm trying to think. Oh,
Hey, you know they're doing a cow and chicken live action.
Shut up.
No.
Oh, no, stop! Look at he's
Yeah.
look.
Hey,
I Am Weasel coming up next.
hey, I want to see. I want to see the Amoeba Boys.
Amoeba Boys.
I think I can
Right.
handle a Johnny Bravo live action, but
Oh Lord.
And there was supposed to be one back in the day, and The Rock. Was
I believe
supposed to
it
play
too.
him.
Mm.
It was like 2004. Like
Thank
glad he
God
didn't do
did
that.
when he
Thank
first
God.
started in
Yeah.
Hey, well, look, bro. Instead of doing Johnny Bravo, he did the Tooth Fairy.
Hey,
You know
I
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy's not. It's not as bad as Johnny Bravo would have been.
No, we don't.
No
know
way.
Mm.
We don't know that. You hear this guy? We don't.
Where
know
were
that.
we? But oh yeah,
This
Yes.
is what we do. We
What-
snowball.
Shows watching growing up. That's where we were.
I do have an actual question when you're
Go
done with
ahead.
this one back.
I
was just gonna ask.
rewind it back.
When you're
Take it
done
away, D.
rambling Powerpuff Girl villains, do you actually have a question?
It's like we're supposed to be conducting an interview here.
We are, and we are.
I
The
like
level it
talking
up
out
way.
about things, so it's good.
Now, Daisy,
Yeah.
did you at any point growing up watch Ronin Warriors? Did you catch that show at all?
I don't believe so.
This man is
Mm-mm.
obsessed.
What is that?
I'm just it's a really, really old anime.
It's
Okay.
pretty much Ronin Warriors was the boy version of Sailor Moon, like legit.
Oh.
Except-
Yeah, basically.
Except that
They had cool
were
armor.
I like
they were
that.
wearing armor and stuff like
And
that.
it was
Okay.
sick.
Yeah.
It was absolutely sick.
They traded in the schoolgirl outfits for armor.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Mhm. Well, sailor outfits.
And they
Sailor
were
outfit.
like the best friends anybody could ever have.
I like
They
basically.
were.
A lot of seasons or no?
One season.
Oh.
It has a
Uh,
pretty good following though. It has one
I want to
season.
say it was like
and-
30.
Is it 5
nine.
OVAs, Banks? Is it
It's-
5 of them or 3?
It's 39 episodes and 3 OVAs.
So that's pretty
And,
good for
That's
old.
a good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really old.
From
What
the
is
80s.
Ronin Warriors 80s?
hmm
90. I think it was 1989, 90s. That's when it came out.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Still,
No,
that's
but
really
really
good for a
good.
show that old. And
But-
the other thing too with the OVAs is it's the continuity is there. It is canon.
Mhm.
That's right.
So
Okay.
that's fun. But yes. You let me
Yeah,
down.
I
but
wanted to-
continue the conversation.
No, but I wanted to, talk about video games because you've lent your voice to a lot of video games. And when I was doing my research on you, it's just like you grew up loving video games. So
Mm.
to actually have your voice featured in some of these games, like you were in Marvel Avengers Academy and you voiced Spider-Girl, like how was it like just being in video games, growing up playing them, and like now I'm actually in the video game?
That was a dream come true for me because I've always wanted to voice a Marvel character. And I didn't think I would be able to voice Spider-Girl and the Anya Corazon, which ties into my cultural background. That was a dream come true.
Mhm.
It took me back to the days of playing like Ultimate Alliance,
Mhm.
the Xbox. Remember that?
Dang.
Okay. Hey,
Taking it
nothing
back.
but nothing but respect.
Hey, dang.
Thanks. Yeah,
Hey, Daisy,
Right.
relax. You showing our age here a bit.
it's fine.
But
But
so young.
Yeah, what is this guy
yeah.
talking about? Like we're in
That's
our
what it-
50s.
Hey, he does that all the
does.
time. He
Hey,
come
Yeah.
home, my
Hey.
back hurt, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm so tired.
My knees are gone. Like, this is how it is.
Ah. Yeah, but no, that was a dream come true. And to also voice in Earth Defense Force Iron Rain
Mhm.
was insane.
Yeah, that's
And
wild.
that was like my first big console game in
Mhm.
which like I went into a studio and I didn't realize that the Japanese developers were there as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was so nervous.
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
feel
for
like
good
that's
reason.
typical.
That's what I was
No, I
wondering.
don't know. That was my first time that
Right.
that's ever happened to me. But yeah, and so I had to just completely focus on me and the director. And the director was someone who works at NYAV Post. And it was great. It was a dream come true. And that game is just crazy. It's the first person shooter, first person, third person shooter with bugs everywhere. Bugs
Yeah.
and just it's insane. And y'all should like totally play it if you haven't. It's crazy.
Hey, well, look, you're our guest of honor up here today, and if you're recommending something to us, then we have to do it. Like
Absolutely. It's a rule.
we've
That's
had
actually
so
rule
many
number
people
2.
up here, and it's like so many animes that we didn't even know about, and it's just like when we had Lee George up here, and
Lee George, he's a good actor. I love
Yes.
Appabade. Whew.
Yeah, he's incredible.
So good. He's so good.
yeah, hey,
incredible.
he's
It's
a great
awesome that
actor,
you know
and
him.
he's an incredible person. Like we were happy to have him up here, and some of the
that's awesome.
anime that he's been in, it's
Yeah.
like I said, it's just like of course we know about like a lot of the mainstream anime, but see some of these side animes and check them out and be like, yo, this is really good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
So yeah, definitely I'll add that game to the list. It's on PS4.
On PS4,
To
yeah.
anybody that's watching this on YouTube right now, let us know in the comments. Did you play the game? What did you think about it? Like, did you like it? Did you hear Daisy's voice? And it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe that they got her on the podcast right now.
Right.
Yeah.
A game I want to talk about is, of course, that Duel Links. Now,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You played Ruby in the Zexal world part of it.
Mhm.
I don't think these guys have checked out Zexal, but I don't know if you've seen Zexal, the anime.
I have not.
Oh my God, it's incredible.
I'm sorry to cut you in, but I'm someone who comes from like the OG Yu-Gi seasons. And so working from the Zexal world, they have like so many different kinds of like summonings that I have no clue about. And I'm like, wow, look how much Yu-Gi-Oh just evolved.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
That's
It's a lot
like
faster now. Too, it's a lot faster now than it was back then too.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Games don't last 30 minutes no more.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Pokemon. Like, isn't there like over 1,000 now?
don't
No,
know.
it's like 980 some or something like that.
Oh,
but-
so it's getting close.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Pretty
Okay.
damn close.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
it is close.
Digimon, it's always been over 1 million Digimon. Though.
Right.
It's like,
But is Konami Cross Media based out of New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
So did you actually get to go in there with Darren Dunstan and
Actually, this happened during the pandemic.
okay.
Now, so I recorded in my closet, my 4x3 closet in New York City. It's really small, but it worked. Hey,
that's right.
and Darren Dunstan was on the phone with me, and I was just recording the lines. By the way, Darren Dunstan.
I know.
Like I did it because I've taken class. He teaches voice acting. He teaches animation, and I've taken classes with him for so many years that it didn't really dawn on me like how big he is and how like my 13, 14-year-old self would totally geek out about Darren Dunstan because he's the voice of Pegasus. And it didn't happen. I didn't like fully start to geek out about it until after the game came out, the Zexal part came out. And a friend of mine was just like, you were just directed by Pegasus. And that's when it dawned on me. I was like, it's crazy.
Now, gentlemen, I have to ask her, do you know a man by the name of Danny Kramer?
Sounds familiar. Who is that?
go ahead, let her know, Trav.
Hey, well, he's a voice actor. He voices Raihan on Pokemon Journeys.
Okay.
In the new Zexal world.
He's New York based, right?
Yes, he is from New York.
Yes, I do know him. Yes.
He took classes with Darren Dunstan too. So I was like, I wonder if they've ever crossed paths before.
I know of him, and we kind of socialize on social media. But I'd love to meet him. And
you should.
Yeah.
He is an incredible person.
He's a really nice guy. And when you do meet him, make sure that you call him Baggin' Saggin'
Bag
Dan.
and sagging Dan.
And he will know what you need.
He'll know exactly who you're talking to as soon as you mention that.
Cue the montage and the flashback.
Yeah.
He'll
But
know.
now-
He's gonna be like, who told you that? Who told you that?
There's only so many people who know me by that name.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. No, Danny is the what's that word? Epitome?
Embodiment.
Well, that's another one too. But
Embodiment.
Danny's the embodiment of an actual kid nerd who grew up and got to do nerd stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
1000%. I mean, this dude's got the full Pokemon collection, Yu-Gi-Oh collection. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He-
And like,
He's one of the boys that
yeah.
got to grow up and do it, dude.
And that's why we call him Baggin' Saggin' Danny, because he was the first guest that we've had up here where like he showed us his whole collection. It's like he just kept on. It's like he was sitting at the screen. He just kept pulling stuff out. Yeah, and I was just like, bro, you're like Baggin' Saggin' Larry from all that, man.
Yep.
It's like, and then we brought him on to do a review
that show.
with us for
Falcon and Winter
Falcon
Soldier.
and Winter Soldier, and then he was like, hey
And all
guys,
this
look at
Captain
this.
America memorabilia.
Yeah, he brought the Captain America shield out.
Oh
And it's
my
just like,
God.
what does this guy not have?
That's what I'm saying, man.
I
It's
think I
always
still
nice.
have, because growing up, I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
Mhm.
and I specifically kept my Valentine's deck,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
the Harpy and the Harpy
Yeah, I
sisters.
still have that deck.
Oh, you still? I think I still have that deck too.
It's at his grandma's house.
It's,
we already know.
Oh, no. It's downstairs in the basement because like all of the Harpy's deck, because I remember that was the first time that I had found out about Harpy's brother because
Yes.
he wasn't in the show.
No,
And,
Right.
it wasn't.
Yeah, so it was fun when you actually bought the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and then you was just like, well, I haven't seen this card in the show, but your boy, I want to say I have 12 Blue Eyes White Dragons, and I remember like when I would bring them to school, like the guys, they'd be like, you can't use all 12 of those. I'm like, why not? Like, I got them. It's like, I didn't know that the rules like went like that. You can only use 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons.
Yes.
Yeah, and
You
that's
cannot.
it.
You can't have more than 3 copies.
Man, that's whack. It's like
I actually have my deck right here.
Hey, his deck, not just his deck. His
Ooh.
deck.
Ooh.
That box.
Fire.
Yeah, I think this
Nice.
is Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it is. It's either Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic.
yeah, because back in the day, because you
Let's
had
pull it out on him.
I-
Oh, that's
I wanna
Yu-Gi-Oh.
say-
Yeah, that's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
I want to say
a warrior deck.
What was it? It's like you had the Yugi deck, you had the Joey deck, you had the
Yes.
Pegasus deck,
Mhm.
you had the
The
My
tin
Valentine.
can. The
Yeah,
tin
the
can
tin can,
containers.
uh-huh.
Yes.
No. I didn't have the tin can. We had the it's like they were like the paper boxes.
Well,
Okay.
that was just Yugi and Kaiba that came out with the paper boxes.
Oh,
Originally.
Joey had one too.
But no,
Like,
I mean originally. Before
Yeah, it
they
started
launched
with
the first
Yugi
boost-
and
before they launched the first booster sets.
it was
Yeah.
Yugi and Kaiba at first, right?
Right, yeah.
And then
S-
they
SDY
did
and SDK.
hey,
Mm.
yeah, but those cards, those were fun. I mean, it was just fun growing up in those times where
Yeah.
it's just like you had to like I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Kingdom on the PS1.
yeah.
Where it's just like
I think that was
it,
the name of it.
it
Yeah.
came with one of the
Yeah, you got a promo.
I can't remember what card it was, but I mean that and then Shonen Jump mangas back in the day, they used to come with free
I
cards.
love
Like
when that happens.
yeah. Hey,
Bro, I
hey,
love
that reaction right there. He was like Shonen Jump. Like, yeah, I remember collecting those.
No, we
Man.
reacting because this is what happens sometimes. You'll pause and we all think you froze.
Yeah.
And then your
Yep.
audio plays catch up, so you go, and then we got a bit of a Shonen Jump. And it's
Oh,
just so
man.
funny.
Yeah.
And all of us are just like
Yeah.
nodding our heads, like,
You do
yeah.
that to y'all
Play
too,
along.
Yeah.
because sometimes all of y'all will freeze, and then I'm just sitting there just smiling,
Yeah.
and then everybody just comes back, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, awesome.
Yep. In the
Hey,
Speed Force.
That's right. King.
The Speed Force. Oh, my
Oh
God.
man, where
Oh,
were we?
man.
No, but we were talking
Yu-Gi-Oh.
about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Duel Links.
Yeah, but yeah, Kraft, finish your question about Zexels.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, just being able to come in these mobile games that Duel Links is super successful. And they're just because they're constantly adding,
Mhm.
different chapters to it and stuff. So it's just really cool to just be a part of that universe now.
Do you watch the conferences that they have for like each world that comes out? They have like a huge conference.
Oh, okay. No, I've never seen
Yeah,
one.
and they have some actors from the Japanese voice actors to come in from like that specific. Because I remember watching the Zeke Soul conference, and they had some people in from the Japanese dub come in and like announce and do like a little duel.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. It's huge in Japan too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm so honored to have a small part in that, and who knows in the future.
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah, who
It'll be a
knows?
dream
I
come
mean-
true.
Have you ever gone to a store and you wanted to get some nerd decor to decorate your home, but you couldn't find it? Maybe a Dragon Ball Z photo on the wall or a My Hero Academia pot to put your flowers in. Well, I have some good news. This is Benjamin Banks from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast, and I love to tell you about Nerdy Crafts by Tiny T. Tiny T, she specializes in creating nerd decor, paintings, floral arrangements, and seasonal nerd decor for the holiday season. You can check out all of her products on the links that we provide at the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks page. And if you use the code Leveling Up, you will get 10% off. So go ahead and head over to her website and use that 10% off code and decorate your home with any type of nerd decor that you would love to put in there. You can find her on etsy.com/shop/nerdycrafts by Tiny T. And again, like I said, make sure that you use that code Leveling Up so that way you can get 10% off of your items. Go ahead and start decorating that home. Peace. Now, one thing I wanted to ask you is because, like you said, you grew up, you were into all of these animes and whatnot. And I know that, like how you just said with Darren Dunstan, how it's just like, yo, I can't believe that I'm doing this. Like, have there been any other mark out moments that you've had since you've been in the world of voice acting?
Yeah. And actually fairly recent. Veronica Taylor. I mean, we've already talked about her, the voice of Ash Ketchum. So when I did Akudama Drive, she and oh my God, his name is blanking out on me. The voice actor for Yugi. What's his name? I don't remember.
I'm looking it up.
Dan Green.
Okay.
Yep, there you go.
Yes. So when I did an episode of Akudama Drive as brother, there's one episode where it specializes in his backstory, and Veronica Taylor was in it, and also Dan Green was in it.
Wow.
And I got to share a scene with Dan Green, which was nuts because I didn't find out until the day I recorded that episode. Brittany Lotta was just like very casual, like, "Oh yeah, Dan Green's your scene partner," and I was freaking out because I grew up with you. We keep talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's true. Like I grew up with that, and to be able to share a scene with him is crazy, and to be able to do it during the pandemic, like with different equipments and like different locations. It's just, it was awesome. It was awesome.
No, I know the feeling. I don't know if you're a wrestling fan or whatnot. Are you?
I know of The Rock, and that's it.
Oh wow!
You know Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Oh yes,
you know,
I do.
Do you know D-Generation X?
The what?
D-Generation X?
No, I don't.
You might be,
Sorry.
No Bronco Buster in here, Banks.
What are we getting? What we getting at, Banks? What we getting?
No, I was just gonna say because when I had teamed up with Billy Gunn.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You know, it was cool because it's like, you know, I grew up watching this guy on TV.
Tell this story, Banks. You got to work with him?
Oh, Dean, how'd you not know this?
Because he's Banks. The same reason I didn't know he stopped watching anime for a few years.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to team up with him, and you know, the kid in me is like, yo, like, am I really doing this? And it's like, I got to be professional and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like to be there, you know, saying suck it and all that other stuff. It's just like back in the day, like we used to get in trouble for that.
In trouble,
you know?
correct? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, with the quickness.
So no, it's just I
that's
understand
pretty
the
awesome.
feeling of thank you, D. Of, you know, just meeting, you know, people that you grew up with. Now, have you had the opportunity to go to any cons and be a guest there?
Yeah, when I was doing Ladies versus Butlers and Judenshun, I had the opportunity to be in a couple of conventions talking
Nice.
about the shows at the time. Yeah, and that was
Pretty sweet.
that was nerve wracking as an introvert. That was pretty nerve wracking, but that was so much fun. And yeah, and
No,
then in
I'm
New York too. So that was like the icing on the cake for me.
nice. Was it New York Comic Con or was it some of the other cons that are there?
No, it was an independent convention. But yeah, I don't
No, I
remember
mean, hey, it doesn't matter. A con is a con. Like that's
Absolutely.
still
Yeah.
People come.
still awesome to be at something like that because it doesn't matter how big or how small it is. That's what she said.
Yes.
It's just the fact that they reached out to you and was just like, hey, we're a fan of yours. We want you to come to the con. And again, like I said earlier, where it's just like you never know who you're inspiring. Like somebody could hear your story at that con, and it's like, okay, I want to be a voice actress now or a voice actor. So
Right.
I always think it's cool to do that and to ask questions and answer those questions for people and stuff like that. Do you have any con stories that you would like to share with us with going to cons and whatnot?
I don't, because I feel like I'm a fair newbie with conventions, but I will, just to add on what you're saying. I do love the fact that, like, I've met some of my closest voice actors / friends at those conventions that I was a guest in, because it's a great opportunity to meet not only your castmates, but people who have a connection with those castmates who like you get to just hang out with, and I've made some of my closest friends through that, and yeah, and that it's just a great opportunity to do that,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Now something I wanted to ask you next is, when you're not voice acting, like what are some of your hobbies and interests that you're into?
If you can't see in the background there, my plants.
I see them.
I like plants and gardening, and because city girl, born and raised for 30 years. Thank you, Lord.
Nice.
Thank you, up.
Thank you. You're just not that surrounded by nature a lot, and I don't know. There's something calming about watering plants and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they give off energy.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean?
And just
Positive
to see them
vibes.
and just to see them like grow from like a little thing to like something huge, it's rewarding, I think. But lately I've been playing a lot of video games, and one video game that I'm just obsessed with right now is Final Fantasy 14 online. I just love it. I love MMOs. I just think they're so much fun.
And I tried, and it was just, I realized that I do not have the time to invest.
You do have to put a lot of time into it.
To really
and
doing
organization.
Something with it.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah,
I can't, guys.
I mean, I know that it's not as extensive as Final Fantasy, but when Grand Theft Auto Online came out, like that was something you had to put a lot of time into level up.
People still have that as like their main game though.
Yeah, I mean, because what Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, 2013?
I was about to say 9 years.
Yeah.
9 years ago, and they're still selling it.
Yeah.
Still pushing it.
But no, man, but for real, like Grand Theft Auto Online, it used to be dope back in the day, especially when we found out how to get unlimited money and everything, and Rockstar, they swooped in and they took all our money away.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
No, they shouldn't have. I mean, like I was
absolutely.
able, man, bro.
They should have just let us cheat and get away with it.
Yo, my garage was full with Bugattis. Like
not
those
no
things,
more.
like those things were worth like $9 billion, and it's just like, they have the shark cards, and it's like you pay real world money.
Shark. Are you saying shark, sir?
No, shark.
Shark. Are you saying shark?
Shark.
Shark.
Like shark?
Jaws.
Shark?
Yes.
Like shark?
Like
Shark?
Jaws.
You mean like Shark Boy? Give me a shell, yeah.
Like Jabberjaw.
Oh, Jesus.
We talk about
King Shark.
Street sharks.
Street Shark.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Like the Meg.
Okay, the shark card. I got it.
But yeah, it's like you pay real world money to get in-game
fake money.
Yeah, but it's crazy because it's like I think like $1 billion is $100 real world money, but if the car is $1 billion, like you really spent $100 just to get this car that I'm going to blow up when you're driving at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But I mean, I wanted to, keep it on the Final Fantasy topic. Like, are you a huge Final Fantasy fan?
I'm not huge, but I do love like the Final Fantasy VII, the remake.
Nice.
I'm more of a watcher of video games because I'm an adult. I don't have a lot of time playing video games as much as I want to.
Yeah.
Now it's different, but it's on a schedule by schedule basis. But so I like to watch a lot of playthroughs and stuff like that. But Final Fantasy VII, the remake, is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Even though I
Yeah.
can't wait until the second one comes out.
I'm almost jealous of the people who do play it because I want to play it, but I can't. That's fine. But yeah, I love the performances. The environmental art design is just stunning. The music is so stunning. Sorry.
No, it's cool.
It's a gorgeous game. It's a shame. Well, no, I think it came out the year before Last of Us Part 2. But or was it the same year?
No, it came out. It came out
year,
after.
I think.
No, the Last of Us. No, yeah, it was the same year.
Last of Us 2 came out.
They were both
2020.
nominated for like the Game Awards at the same time. So,
and to me, unfortunately, Final Fantasy came out when Last of Us 2 came out, because to me, Last of Us Part 2 is the greatest looking video game that's ever been created.
I loved it.
The farm,
yeah,
and the sunset.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
The first one was incredible when it came out. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean,
like even like when you start The Last of Us and like you just see like the mountains,
the scenery and everything.
The scenery with all the snow and everything.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy, how far video games have come. Where it's
well,
like
you don't get games like that too often. Though.
Exactly.
The other one that reminds me, since we're on the brief topic, is the newer Tomb Raider games.
Yeah,
those are pretty well done visually.
Yeah, so
too.
I need to watch those.
Yeah, so did what's the movie with Tom Holland that's coming out with the
Uncharted?
Uncharted 4.
Oh yeah.
When Uncharted 4 came out, you were like, "Woo, this game looks incredible."
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
No, you get those gems every now and then.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And have you ever seen like the behind the scenes for The Last of Us, like the motion
cap? Yeah, the mocap stuff.
No,
it's crazy.
I haven't seen the mocaps.
It's pretty much like they're filming a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I want to be like the fly on the wall and just watch them. Like,
it's incredible. They did that with Death Stranding.
Resident Evil.
Well, they kind of with Resident Evil 2, but that game's real short, so it isn't this long thing. But Death Stranding, they did that too, like all mocap.
Right.
And it was just, the game itself was a little boring because there was too much walking. And it was kind of a letdown, because it was just kind of boring in a sense.
It's probably massive, right?
It was just so massive, and you got to walk everywhere, walk back, and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
But and visually, Death Stranding looked incredible, and that's how they did it. They filmed all that mocap stuff, dude, and it was.
I want to do motion capture in the future, when everything opens back up. So watching like those behind the scenes stuff, especially like for Resident Evil, the newest one that came out, Village. Oh my god, I was totally dorking out.
Absolutely,
it looks incredible.
And they're doing that with we had Nick Apostolidis on the pod before,
okay.
And they did that he's in the new Resident Evil movie that's coming out, but they did it all in mocap. So even though it's...
Is that a series or is that a movie?
No, it's the movie.
They did it on mocap?
Well, he's a mocap performer.
But he's a mocap performer even before this. But I
didn't know that.
The whole movie is shot in mocap and then digitally animated from there. So this thing is going to look incredible.
Yep. Yeah. And just to let everybody know this, listening and watching right now, like Trav said, we had him on the pod. Make sure you go and check out his episode. He was a really nice guy.
Nice guy and incredible artist. The man can draw his ass off, dude.
Oh, okay.
And he takes commission. So if you're interested, slide in his Twitter or order yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's a person that tries to make the world a better place. And that's what we need here in the world. Like people that want to make the world a better place for everyone. Now, a question I wanted to ask you, because like you're in the plants and whatnot, like what are some places in New York that you like to visit when you want to get in touch with nature?
Central Park, number one. Yeah, it's it's in the middle of New York, or in the middle of Manhattan. But there's some spots in Central Park where you don't feel like you're in the city, and it just feels magical. But there's also other spots where, like, there's a huge fountain in which, like, people gather around and, like, have salsa classes, or like have
That's sweet.
great.
It's pretty cool.
or like someone's like off in a corner playing some jazz with like his bandmates, or someone's singing opera somewhere else.
Wow.
Like, it's just a gathering of
So
like
is it kind of
culture.
sacred? Is it like one of those places that are like, if you're gonna do stuff, don't do it here kind of thing? Like,
I mean,
Or more importantly, do it here, maybe.
yeah. I mean, as long as long as you don't,
that's what I mean, like
vandalize or-
sacred. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
people don't really go there to mess around too much.
Right. No, not really. Because
good.
it's very well looked after. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know if you need like any permits or anything to like perform there or whatnot. But I don't know. It seems like to me anyone can just, grab.
I
some
love street
sort of-
performers.
Yeah, same. I think sometimes when you see a performer, you're just like, only in New York City, or it's just like, I love New York City, because you can just experience anything there.
I've always
I feel
wanted to visit Central Park since I saw a troll in Central Park. And I'm always like, I want to visit Central Park. And it's crazy because when you hear people from New York talk about New York, it sounds like New York's its own country almost.
Yeah.
Like you got, Brooklyn and the Bronx, Manhattan, and
You got Chinatown.
you know what I'm saying? And then there's all these
Uh-huh,
other
you got
places.
everything.
There's Koreatown, there's
Oh.
Queens, there's even like
Yeah,
different
Queens. You got Staten Island.
Absolutely.
Nah,
Long
where-
Island.
Brooklyn.
Long Island.
Where is
Uh-huh.
Uptown?
Bed-Stuy?
Uptown is anywhere above Central Park.
See, this is what I'm saying. It's like there's
Yep.
its own lingo. It's this
Yeah.
own map.
Exactly.
It's this
Yeah.
own thing.
I just
Yeah.
want to go to Staten Island to meet the Wu-Tang.
Hey, I want to. Hey,
That would be sweet.
that would be sweet. And the Impractical Jokers, they're also from Staten
Oh
Island.
yeah, you're
Oh.
right. Hey, those guys are hilarious.
The best.
We ain't gonna go to the best. Best of the best.
Now, since
Yeah.
you're from New York, this is a question I got for you.
Yeah.
Would you say that
This
New York
guy.
has the best pizza?
Absolutely. There's something in the water there where
Something in
the water. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's just there's just like a right amount of dough and cheese,
Mhm.
and the crust is eatable. Like you don't
Mhm.
want to stop eating. It's good.
So it's better than
Definitely.
Chicago pizza.
Come on.
Hey.
They're not
Hey,
even the same
relax.
kind of pizza.
Yeah, relax,
Hey.
bro.
I'm just
Apples and
Started
oranges.
stuff.
Apples and oranges.
I'm just, because I know that
I don't like thicker crusts. Chicago
I like the deep
dish.
dish.
It's not.
I was gonna say, you don't like deep dish?
Detroit.
The Detroit pizza's good. Yeah.
I went to-
Detroit.
Hey, I went.
Yeah.
I went to Cleveland and I had Ohio pizza, which I didn't even know was a thing.
Mm.
I did
And
not either.
What do they do with theirs, Trav? Do you remember it?
yeah, it's not as thick as like a deep dish, but it's
Hey.
definitely thicker than the New York style. But
I don't know. It's like I'm trying to figure out, like, do I want to say that's what she said or no?
Of course, look, Andy, you always want to say that's what she said. What do you mean? There's nothing to wrestle
mean,
with up here. You say
Yeah,
it.
I thought he was gonna jump in there like 3 lines ago.
Hey,
He was
and
just
that's-
sitting there
I wasn't
smiling.
sure because he was. It's like I heard thick, but then like deep dish, and I'm just like,
Hey,
Hey, sometimes, man, you got to go to Chicago and get you a glizzy.
What is
I don't even-
that?
Y'all don't know
Yeah,
what a
what is
glizzy
that?
is?
No.
come on, Trav. Look at this guy.
A glizzy is a kind of
She
hot
doesn't know
dog
what it
that's
is?
made
I don't know
famous
what it
in
is.
Chicago.
It's a what? Say that again.
It's a hot dog that's made famous in Chicago. It's
Okay.
called a glizzy.
oh, is it the hot dog that Bernie Mac was talking about on the Bernie Mac show?
I don't know.
Oh man, because there was an episode where he took the kids to Chicago, and he said that Chicago has this famous hot dog,
Yeah,
and
it's the glizzy.
and then Jordan, he took a bite out of it. He was like, Uncle Bernie, this is
But-
nasty.
But here's the thing. The saying is, you got to swallow a glizzy.
I'm not swallowing anything.
That's what I'm
I'm just
saying.
letting you know that right now.
But I agree with Daisy. You're talking to a man whose first job was at Sbarro's. And I worked at Sbarro's for almost 6 years.
Mhm.
And, they came from New York. And New York pizza is it's the only way to have pizza. New York cheese pizza. That's it. bro.
But see, my
Absolutely.
thing is
And they're
like,
cheap too. They're like even the dollar pizzas are
Oh,
just
they didn't-
delicious.
and they're
The
huge.
Barrow won't sell in $1
Yes.
pizzas.
Now, see, now this is the
Right.
thing. I don't know if y'all have Sal's Pizza up there. Do y'all?
No,
Okay,
I don't
so
think so.
so here in Virginia, we have Sal's Pizza, and
Okay.
it's like there's Sal's pizzas everywhere, and like their specialty is Sal's New York pizza. So the first time I go to New York, I go to this pizza restaurant,
Uh-oh.
and
no.
and it tasted just like Sal's pizza. Now everybody here in Virginia, it's like we've all had Sal's pizza, and it's one of those things where it's just like it's all right.
It's
You know
all
what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just like I feel like when I went to that place in New York, I had the same thing that I had at home, but I'm pretty sure that there are other places in New York where it's like their pizza is like the pizza that you saw in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, where the guy was picking it up and like it was huge,
You never seen the dude from Barstool? You don't know what Barstool is?
Nah.
It's like an online media group. They do a bunch of podcasts and stuff, but that guy goes around. He's from Boston, but he goes around to New York and just goes to pizza shops. They give him a slice of pizza and he tells everybody whether, hey, this pizza's good to go, or hey, don't visit this pizza place. But he's very, very...
So he's like a food critic?
Yeah, he's a food critic, but just strictly for pizza. So pizza shops want him to come into a shop because they could get a lot of exposure on a national level versus just being famous in New York. And that's always the cool thing. And some of the pizzas he be holding up, I mean, they be oozing cheese. And I'm like, never have enough cheese on a pizza.
Oh, for sure, man.
For sure.
It's crazy how you can get whatever you want on a pizza. Like one of the things I love is on the Food Network, where they show the pizza shows and like they show all of these different pizzas from around the world and what you can get up there. So Daisy, I want to ask you, you're making a single pizza, New York. Like, what are your toppings that you're getting up there?
Ooh, meat lovers. So
I love it. I love
sausage,
it.
pepperoni. What else is in it? Ham? Ham's in
Ham,
it. Yeah.
bacon.
Ham, bacon. Which why do
Italian
we need
sausage.
ham and bacon? But
Because they taste different.
They
do taste different. Yeah.
Two different parts of the pig too.
But
hey, not in Canada.
take it easy.
Not in Canada.
I'll ask Stevie about that.
Bacon is ham in Canada.
Look, we're gonna talk.
Oh.
yeah, look, man. Hey, just relax.
I mean, I'm just thinking facts.
It is.
Like,
You talking about like Canadian
You've never
bacon?
heard of Canadian bacon? It's just ham. It's like a ham triangle.
No. I mean, but I know like you can get Canadian bacon on pizza here too.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Right.
Yeah, Canadian bacon.
Good thing we're not in Canada. So here in look.
I'm
not trying to have people coming after. I'm not trying to have the Canadian kids
Stevie
coming
gonna come get you. You better be careful.
I didn't say anything bad about Canadian bacon.
Here we go.
It's
just take it
Banks
easy.
egging stuff on like you
I'm not doing anything.
That's why that's why you didn't care when D died. That's why you didn't
thank
care.
you,
when
Trey.
D
I went
died.
Super Saiyan.
Look, you went Super Saiyan.
He's
my
more
ass.
worried tonight about his smile off. I think we do them all.
No, what happened was, he flamed up like Endeavor. That's what he means when he said he was Super Saiyan.
Brad,
Flamed up like Endeavor.
you got
Exactly
teleported back to Earth, so you don't even know what happened to me between me and Frieza.
Because
right?
Banks.
I went Super Saiyan. It's good that I'm still here, because it's like if I wasn't here, I wouldn't have been able to come back to Earth to meet Trump and help my son defeat Cell. You know what I'm saying? So
you hear that, D? Thank God for Banks that you're still alive. Say thank you to Banks right now. That's
I'm gonna run right into the Speed Force when we're done here, and I'm gonna fix all of that.
Happening.
Dude.
Daisy, this is
Snowball.
Welcome to our kingdom.
This is what happens. But I wanted to ask you.
Oh, hold on. Let me talk about my pizza.
Trav, we don't care about your pizza. We only want to know what
Daisy wants to hear about my pizza.
Okay, go ahead.
Dude, she's a New Yorker. Why would she want to know?
Go ahead and just say your cheese pizza.
Exactly. Just cheese. I'm not talking about like from here when you order from Pizza Hut. I'm talking about when I get New York authentic pizza, just cheese. Just cheese. I want to pick it up. I want to fold it, but it still hangs. You fold it, the front half of it still hangs.
Okay, Mike.
You want to take a bite out of it?
I left it open for you, bro. The front half still hangs. That's what she said, bro. I left it open for you.
Who are you leaving it open for?
For you.
No.
Look, Trav, he's
I didn't
Anyways,
think-
New York cheese pizza is the greatest pizza of all time, and it doesn't get better. And this is, hey, I'm sorry to my family, that stays in Massachusetts.
Damn.
But you know what? New York's got the pizza.
I don't know, man. I think Florida got the best pizza.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Florida,
this
man.
guy.
Florida, Maine.
I don't know about
Right.
that.
Yeah, me either. You're not alone, Daisy. I don't know what
You
you're talking about
offended
either.
Days right there.
I know. I'm like,
Right.
look.
What?
Never
she
tell another
said-
New Yorker that, because then they'll give you strange.
Yeah, they
looks.
might
That's
come
what he
after
does.
you.
Daisy, I'm surprised that you didn't say, "Hey, I'll see you guys later." It was nice meeting you.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Hey, that's what Endeavor does, though. That's what Endeavor
No,
does.
but Daisy, I wanted because when Trav had mentioned Boston, you're going to be on this new animated series called Wild Card,
Mhm.
and that takes place in an alternate reality of Boston. Like, is there anything that you can tell us about this show without getting in trouble?
It's like a mystery whodunit.
Mm,
With a splash of noir in it, and that's all I can really say because I did sign an NDA for that.
nice.
But they are on social media. They're even on TikTok, and they love to promote themselves and the kinds of like animation stuff that they do, and it's like really, really, really cool. So check it out.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely love the whodunit
Nice.
and the mystery stuff. Like, I just
Yeah.
went to a mystery dinner not too long ago, and it was awesome. It's
Yeah,
like,
it looked cool.
That's so cool.
yeah.
you play the characters and everything,
Yeah.
and you
The
know,
actors like in the dinner, right?
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
well,
that's
no,
so
well,
cool.
well, how it is, it's like it's just normal people. I mean, like,
Yeah.
of course, like there may be some actors there, but
It's kind of like a Clue setting.
yeah,
Right, right.
exactly. But it's like y'all already know how I am. Like, I'm gonna be extra as hell. Like, I was the
We know.
I was the store clerk at the
Mhm.
in the Western town, and I was using all my catchphrases and whatnot to hold on Rondell, piggyback, snowball,
Our
and-
catchphrases.
Yeah, no, yeah. Hey, look, I was putting this over, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do. Like, if I could compare myself to anybody, it was Big Smoke in the Wild Wild West because I had on the hat.
Oh.
That's right. He did have on the hat.
Yes, he did.
Did you solve it or no?
Hmm?
Did you solve the mystery for the?
No, I
Oh,
didn't. Well,
that's okay.
Disappointment.
No.
well, no, this is the thing. I'm going to tell everybody. The teacher was the killer, right? And I suspected that the teacher was the killer,
Of course
but
you
they
did.
had gave us one last clue at the end of it, where what is the girls that worked at the saloons? What were those girls called?
You don't want me to
Waitresses?
call by their name.
Waitresses?
No, the ones that you had sex with at the
I
saloon.
think they legitimately just called them whores.
Oh, okay.
And those, like, if you watch,
Jesus.
if you watch a movie
I
from
know.
that,
Like an old Western.
I'm pretty sure that's just what they straight up called them.
Okay, so
I'm sure that's not what they called them in the game you were playing.
oh
'cause
no,
it's
they
what
didn't call
could
them that in the
yeah.
game, but it's like, so the one chick, she was revealed to be the guy who had been murdered. She was his estranged daughter,
Mhm.
and
Mm.
when she revealed that she was his daughter, he was like, I don't want anything to do with you, yada yada, this and that. So I was just like, okay, it's either her or the teacher. And I was just like, she has more of a motive of killing him because it's like, he didn't want anything to do with her. But the teacher, like, he wasn't giving her money so that way that she could make the school better for the children. And
Right.
I went with the daughter instead of the teacher, and it was
Ah.
the teacher. So
Did
I shoulda
anybody
went-
pick the teacher?
there was 3 people who chose the teacher, but
Mhm.
only one person won because you had to choose.
Motive and
Like what did they use to kill?
Kill them with?
yeah.
Yeah, and then somebody said a shovel, and they won. So
That's
yeah,
what.
so, I
What
mean,
do you
it was
win?
cool.
What do you win?
It was like a $25 gift card to Mission Barbecue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was awesome. They're doing another one in October. So if you live here in the 757 and you want to go to it, it's called Who's Done It. So
Yeah, who's done it?
Okay.
And that's cool,
Yeah.
man, because it's kind of like, how they have what are those mystery rooms called where you go in and you got to solve puzzles with a group of people?
Escape
the
room.
Escape
Yeah.
rooms.
Mhm.
I love that these places
Those are fun.
yeah, and these places are becoming like a thing. And I'm like, you ever been there like on a Saturday night, like with some friends, and you're like, what can we do? And it's
Mhm.
like, sometimes, man, there's just really nothing to do as adults. So
Yeah.
it's cool that we're
Right.
getting these fun
Unfortunately.
activities that we like. we can't go play laser tag for real.
I was gonna say, like, let's go play laser tag. Yeah, but they don't have them. Not even in New York. They used to have like a huge arcade.
No, we just
laser
got one.
tag.
We just
Oh,
got
really?
one.
Oh yeah, we do. No.
Apex.
Hold on, Rondell. No, we have a laser tag place.
Yeah,
It's
but
been here
that
for a
one's-
long time.
Yeah, out in Lynn Haven.
Oh,
But
Lynn Haven. Yeah, I
it's kind of
what's
a lame laser tag place.
no.
It's
See
not-
now, Trav says this. I hadn't played laser tag since I was a kid, and I want to say we went there for my 29th birthday.
Yeah, it was.
And it was just a bunch of adults just running around shooting kids. Like my brother, like he was just hiding in the hallway the entire time, waiting for people. Like he was camping. He was literally camping in the hallway, and it was fun because you could go upstairs, and then like all the little kids, they just kept running underneath us, and we just kept shooting them, and it was fun. Like, but Trav, I agree. You know, the older we get, there really isn't a lot of stuff like that we can really do as adults unless you actually go out there and find it.
Bro,
Right.
DB so still, I be thinking he'd be frozen sometimes, bro.
He's in the
Chilling.
speed
Hey,
force.
he has an
Chilling.
incredible skill of just sitting there and doing nothing and not.
Hey,
moving.
I'm like your boy Drax.
Bro, yeah, it blows my mind, man.
Nah,
Like,
I was gonna say
I can't sit
D.
still, bro. I'm moving all around. And
Nah, D's like your boy Doctor Strange. He's sitting there looking at all the different timelines and the
Oh, yeah.
possibilities, and he's just sitting there
Mhm.
still. Hey,
One.
Tell him,
hey,
yeah.
One.
hey, do I gotta
Michael.
snap the finger?
Hit him with it.
There's only
Snap
one
the finger.
reality where we stop Michael.
Uh-huh.
I had to
Mhm.
plug it, man. You know how we do.
No, you're cool. You're
Mike.
cool. But hey, Daisy, thank you so much for joining us, guys. I don't know. Do y'all have any?
You
final
already
questions?
know.
Hey, I'm gonna let
Okay.
D take it away.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. I got two. That's
Hit
right,
that,
two.
hey, hit that door, D.
Yeah, hit the door. Nah. Hey, that was funny though.
Yeah.
But hey, so question number one. Do you have a favorite movie from the 80s or 90s?
oh, two favorite movies from the Goonies.
Yes.
Ooh,
I love
classic.
the Goonies.
Absolutely.
That
Oh,
song?
look. Yeah. I'm going to stop
love the
right there
Goonies.
because apparently Banks is in. He's smiling again. He was on
Hey,
the
I seen that movie. I love, bro, that song. Hey, yo,
Yeah, he's off
real
the hook
talk.
on
The
that one.
Goonies was the first movie that I ever recorded on my mom's VCR when I was a kid.
Aw.
Look, he's
Yeah.
off the hook, Trav. He
Yeah,
feels
I had
good
never seen
now.
it before. I had never seen it.
It's a good
And
classic.
It came on after. Remember when they had Saturday morning cartoons on USA?
Yes.
Like, yeah, Mortal
No.
Kombat and stuff, and the Goonies came
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat cartoon.
What are-
Yeah, I was
What
just
are
like, yo,
Saturday morning cartoons?
I was just like, this movie is awesome,
He's trolling.
and I recorded it, and it's somewhere in the ether now. But,
Somewhere
did
in
you,
the ether.
but Daisy, did you know that there was supposed to be a Goonies too?
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, there was.
And what happened?
What's your boy's name? Corey
Ishmael?
Feldman.
Oh.
Yeah, Corey
Corey-
Feldman.
Yeah, Corey Feldman.
uh-huh.
Yeah, he said that there was supposed to be a sequel, but I mean, you know, Corey Feldman, he says a lot of
He
stuff.
says a lot of
I mean,
stuff. So.
Yeah, because we've
a
seen
troll.
the sequels to
Trolling.
the Lost Boys, Lost Boys 2, Lost Boys 3,
Yes.
and
Oh.
you know, I
Banks
haven't
still
seen
ain't
those.
seen the Lost Boys.
I've seen the Lost Boys, but I haven't seen 2 and 3. And
I
I've
haven't
been
seen 2 and 3 either.
Oh well,
You're not
you don't
missing
need
much.
to. Yeah, you don't.
I've been
need to.
recommending
I
not to
figured,
watch
I
that.
figured.
Especially that
Yeah.
third one. That thing was. Okay.
That's like the Sandlot too. It's like you don't need to watch. the
Yeah,
Sandlot.
come on,
Yeah.
yeah. Or
Yeah.
a Christmas Story too. You don't need to watch
Yeah,
that.
it's
Either.
just
Certain
like-
sequels don't need to happen.
Yeah, it's like whose idea was it to make this movie?
Somebody
Hey, the-
thirsty.
Yeah, exactly.
Thirsty.
It's just like if they came out with a sequel to When Casper Meets Wendy. It's just like who,
Oh
who
my
asked for this?
Hold on.
Who's
First
that?
off, I love Casper Meets Wendy.
I
did
Would you
too,
be
but
down
I
for a
wouldn't like
second
a
one,
too.
sequel.
No,
It was
no,
cute.
but the sequel is Casper Meets. Why
Yeah.
would they make a sequel,
That's
a
true.
continuation of the sequel? It makes no sense.
Hey, bro, they do it all the
Huh.
time.
Okay.
It would have been when Wendy meets Casper this time, and
Stop
Casper like
Was
Wendy.
Flash there too?
Wendy, she's now I'm fine with sequels like Hook, where it's just like, you know, Peter is an adult now and he has a family. Like, I'm cool with those type of sequels, but not the
What about the
sequels
Lion
where,
King too?
Hey, Deception.
2 or
Disgrace.
1.5?
He said one more. No, like Lion King 2.
What you talking
Are you
about?
fine with?
Rondell?
Do you like that one?
That's Simba's Pride.
What are we talking about? I'm
Hold
saying
on.
what.
The Lion King 2 Deception, Disgrace, where the zebras,
No, I'm
right?
saying how do you? Okay, I get that. How do you feel about the sequel? Where are you going?
I thought it was
He's
sweet.
like, where you go? What do you mean? Ron? I'm like, well, okay.
I thought it was
Yeah,
Damn,
like
man.
hey, look,
Okay.
our friend, our friend Tom
How
White,
about
he's
this?
never
No.
seen it.
I like that answer because from now on, when you ask me about something, I'm just gonna sing a song from that movie, and you're supposed to know what I mean.
Bro, that
I'm
song
like-
go hard.
But that's not an
She
answer.
said.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just-
Hey, all right, Miss Daisy.
we had our friend
guy.
Tom White. He's never seen The Lion King 2. He don't even know what the song is from.
What?
Yeah,
That's what happens.
It happens.
That's what happens. But
Just
yeah,
like Banks, you can't watch everything, I guess,
That's
or
right.
anything.
I mean, hey, look, as long as I got JoJo, that's
Well, I
all
was
that
gonna say,
matters.
when
Oh, JoJo.
But part 4 is back on Netflix. How can he watch it?
Hey, well, hold on, Rondell.
Yeah.
It's not back. This is the first time that it's been put on Netflix, and
Trav, we wouldn't know that.
I'm
Only you.
enjoying it. Like it's because like when we had Rachel Glass up here, when she was saying that it's fun reading books that you've already read before because it's like you already know what's going to happen, and sometimes it feels like it's something new. But with JoJo, it's like every time I watch it, it feels new. Like saying the catchphrases. Like D, don't sit there and act like you sleep.
Oh, what's
man.
up?
It's
I
just
mean,
like, hey, don't.
Yeah.
Hey, look, JoJo's
Hey,
better
I'm
than
feeling
One
pretty
Piece.
bored myself. Right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, I just want to get to my second question, and somehow we wound up on JoJo.
Well,
the
I
man-
mean, you can't ask the second question because I already answered it for you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, what's her favorite? Yeah, he did. What's her favorite horror movie growing up? Yeah, probably JoJo.
Oh.
It is
No.
scary. I'm scared to watch it. So
What? Oh, good answer. With that being said, Banks, go ahead and take us out of here.
No. But for real, what is your favorite horror movie?
Oh,
growing
now
up?
he wants you to ask the question.
Yeah,
go
now
ahead.
he wants to.
Yo, you're not his
He got
puppet. You're not his puppet. You
I
don't
know.
work on
D
command
is
with him.
D is my stand.
Oh, Jesus.
Rebellion
Now you're going.
D.
See? And Daisy,
Hey,
you
hey,
see,
for real.
this is how
Hey.
he treats his fellow
Oh,
co-hosts.
Hey, for real though.
Jesus.
Hey, for real, Rebellious D sounds like a badass stand name.
Okay.
He's trying to
Now
lure
he's
me
trying
in,
to butter
Trav.
you up.
Yeah, let's-
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
I'll
I'd rather
take care of him
have a
tomorrow.
Rebellious
Don't
D stand than Trav. Like if
What,
I'm
the sword collector?
if I'm fighting somebody, I'm just like go Trav. Like all right.
Look,
Like,
we
that
can't.
doesn't-
Trav
We,
will
that
shut him
doesn't-
down.
we
that
can't all be
doesn't-
Endeavor. I'm sorry.
That
We can't all be
scream
Endeavor,
fear
Banks.
into my enemies. But D, go ahead and ask your question, and we can wrap it
Okay.
up.
Now, Daisy, growing up, was there anything, whether it was a TV show or a movie, that scared you genuinely? Excuse me. Anything that spooked you? Could be anything. It doesn't have to be gory or anything.
I'm not one to get scared so easily. So
I
this
like
is kind of
that.
a hard question for me.
Good.
I will say something recent that I really liked, which is horror.
Okay.
The Haunting of Hill House
Okay.
on Netflix.
The second
regarded.
season or the
No,
first one?
the first one. The
The
first
first
one
one's incredible.
Well regarded.
is so good. There's a
Nice
couple
pick.
of jump scares that got to me.
Yeah,
actually.
for sure.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it's just incredible storytelling and dialogue. They have some great monologues in there too. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Nice. Great pick.
yeah.
Something recent. I like
Yeah.
that. Nice switch up.
Have you checked out Army of the Dead yet?
I have not. No,
It's good. If you love zombie movies, you'll
I
enjoy
do.
it.
Have you
You'll
seen
enjoy
Train
it.
to Busan?
Yes.
Yes, I know what that
See,
is.
now that's the crazy thing, right?
Mm.
It's like that was an amazing movie, but I heard that the sequel wasn't that good.
I heard that too.
Yeah,
You got to
It's
be
like-
careful. You have to be careful, especially with zombie, sequels. It's just tough. Like, look at what they did with Night of the Living Dead.
Right.
No,
That
I
is-
guess. Well,
What are you
it's-
doing?
Well, with Train to
Like-
Busan, it's
Mhm.
like it was good because it's like everything took place on the train. Whereas
Right. That's
in
where
the-
I was going to say you got to be careful with when something takes place in a specific area.
yeah,
Right.
where,
And then you try
well,
to sequel off that.
Yeah, well, the sequel it was kind of like zombies with Fast and Furious, and
Right,
it's just
yeah.
like who
Mm.
like. It's just like we already see all the crazy stuff in Fast and Furious. I don't need you to add zombies.
I feel like sometimes you just need to leave things like alone.
Yeah, exactly.
to its own
yeah,
thing.
exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta leave it.
That's how you end up with Dragon Ball Super. Just
Hey,
leave
just-
good things.
And same thing with Boruto.
Oh God.
Nah,
I haven't
Boruto-
seen Boruto.
Now Boruto's getting really good right
It's
now.
getting really
Really?
good. It's getting
200
but-
Yeah, but
episodes
it's-
later. 200 episodes later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
No.
gotta stay around that long. I was like,
200 episodes. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's scary, Trav. You gotta
Yeah,
wait
it's
that
just
long
like-
for something to
that
pick
takes
up.
commitment
Wow.
right
Well,
there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, it's because the anime was just doing its own thing from the manga, and now it's like finally
They lost me at Metal
now
Lee.
it's finally getting to
wait,
where the
I'm
manga is.
Metal Lee. Huh?
Metal Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the names
What's his
they
son?
came up
What's
with
their
for...
kid's name gonna be? Crystal Lee. I mean,
Yeah.
where we go from there? Anyway, take us out.
But yeah, Daisy, thank you again for joining us up here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Take these with you.
And I will say, like how we said in the beginning of the episode, you did outbeat me when it came to smiling, so I'll give you that. And before we let you go,
where you were going with that sentence.
No, she beat me. She's doing it right now. She's doing it right. Hey, it's just like it's like the dude on Chappelle's show. Remember? He's just like, look how he's looking at me.
Oh,
he's doing it right now. He's doing it right
I'm not looking at you.
I'm not looking at you. But look, now he's looking at me. But no, Daisy.
Yeah.
Let everybody in social media land know where they can find you at.
Yeah, so on the Twitterverse, I'm at DaisyG_VA. And and my website's linked to that, and you'll find me there. So
nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Holler out the Twitter.
Hey, simple and clean, nice and short.
Know what I mean? Hey, know what I mean? Simple and clean.
I wasn't even thinking of that. I was thinking of
I was thinking about Kingdom Hearts.
Me too.
Hey. Well, no,
I don't know what he was.
We had a full conversation on Peaches and Cream last night, so now the song's fresh in my head. So you do some changing, you do some maneuvering.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna start calling you President Mike, Trav.
Hey, you call me whatever you want.
President Mike.
President Mike.
That's not ugly and broke, right? Isn't that this? You can call me whatever you want, just not ugly and broke. Tell me.
Hey, as long as it ain't like Mike. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Hey, leave Bow Wow alone, man.
Hey.
You know that.
Hey, Romeo, taking care of him. I got it.
Hey, Bow Wow got that perfect battle with Lil Romeo.
Wow.
And Lil Romeo gonna sing that ICDC College. So I'm looking forward to that. and like that's what we do up here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. It's like sometimes it's like a 2-part episode. Sometimes it might be a 5-part crossover event. But you gonna get the answers as long as we're doing the research and trying to explore it.
That's right. And sometimes you gotta just give that baby a kiss.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Kiss that baby.
That's right.
But hey, guys, Daisy, she was awesome. I'm glad that she opened up that DM when I slid in it, and I hope nothing but the best for her.
Absolutely, she's a treasure.
Trav, she beat me in the smile game.
That's right.
It's like she's the second person that has beaten me at something up here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. We've had Becca up here, and she beat me in the talking game, and now we got Daisy up here.
And
Becca
you mean red light, green
game.
light?
So with that being said, everybody that's listening, make sure that you go and follow her, support her, and check out some of the projects that she's been a part of, and some of the
follow, subscribe.
That she has coming
right.
out.
Get those numbers up.
Tell them,
follow, subscribe, retweet, all of that. Right. Share it in your stories. But
if you help us get to 500, I will fight you in an Iron Man match in MK11.
Hey, okay, D. Okay, hey, y'all heard it here first,
and you better bring it.
Let them know where they can find you at social media land before you challenge somebody to a fight.
That's right. It's gonna be rebellious. _D23 Instagram.com. Trav.
Hey, you came down like our boy Jonathan came down with that hammer on Superman and Lois.
Hey, he don't get enough love.
Hey, he don't get enough love, but you know how it is, man. Since you on the Instagrams, you can find your boy at ZK Audio and over on the Twitter at TRAVIOSZK. And I know you need a hero, and where they gonna find one at, good sir?
You can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. You can look me up on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you, everybody, again, for listening to this brand new episode. Make sure that you follow all of the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks social media accounts at Leveling Up Banks on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And we have a Patreon. And if you're feeling generous and would love to donate to us, it is at Leveling Up Banks. Thank you to our patrons who donate to us and support us, because it does help keep socks on our feet. Make sure that you subscribe to us on YouTube at Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks, where we have interviews, reviews, reactions, everything up there. And if you hop in the comment section, we'll talk with you about shows and whatnot. So like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive, and do something today that makes you feel really good and makes the world a better place. So we'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.